All right, so I just want to give you guys some examples. And I know a lot of you guys have them, and we've got some samples in our Balance Bound and Team Phoenix pages for inviting and just following up. But really, the second half of what we post on social media is making sure that we're interacting with those people after. So half of what, well, not half, I would say 20% of my power hour now is coming from my social media posts the day before. And what's also great to do about that too is to kind of take that that inventory of how well did you do with your posts the day before, like what time you posted, how much interaction and traction did it get, was it successful, can kind of give you that opportunity to take that inventory on how you did the day before. So you're kind of killing two birds with one stone there. And so we've been talking about this a lot recently. If people like your stuff, and I was never doing this before, but that's a great way to start a conversation. So we have this connecting part of our power hour, which is like the hey girl message, which has nothing to do with Beachbody. However, when they're liking your stuff, it's a great opportunity to connect with them and connect it to Beachbody, most likely, depending on what you're posting. And if it's not something that has to do with Beachbody, well, then don't connect it there. It's just great, like, Taylor, let's give an example. If you made cupcakes, right? You made like vegan cupcakes or something, and say you posted about it and somebody liked it, you can be like, you can create, if you've got 10 or more people that liked it that you want to talk to, create a copy paste message so that it's easy to comment to all 5 of them in like 3 minutes and just say, hey girl, thanks for the like on the post. I can't believe how hard these vegan cupcakes were to make. It was my first time through. Like, do you follow a vegan diet? Like, that's a perfect question to kind of lead into, do they follow a diet, a nutrition plan of any kind, or connect with them, or I don't eat vegan. I can't believe I made vegan cupcakes. Ha ha ha, but always make sure you end with a question. Right. So a lot of ones that I've been doing, for example, I posted a Spartan one the other day. And so that was a great way for me to connect with people and just say like, yeah, I'm really like, I know I should be proud of finishing 6th, but all I can think of is just how much better I want to do. So I'm training really hard. Do you have fitness goals you're working on too? It's an easy opportunity for me to ask that question because it was a fitness post. Or depending on who I'm talking to, it could be, I just can't seem to train on my own. So thank God I have the support of others, and we're starting a group today. Like, how are you? Like, do you need to be training with others too? Like, whatever you're doing, just connecting with them and then ending it with that question. Anytime somebody likes your stuff, that's the easiest way to connect the following day. And it's fresh. They remember what they're doing, and it makes sense that you're messaging them too. So you don't have to overthink like, oh my God, she's messaging me out of the blue. Well, no, she's not. I just liked her stuff. And then, yeah, so I mean, here's just an example. Thanks for liking my post and sending me good vibes my way. Are you on a health journey too? I appreciate when people support my journey, and then ending with the question, are you on a health journey too? Is always great and simple. And starting with like a, hey, thanks for the love, like that's what I do a lot for, especially a vulnerable post. Like, thanks for the love on that post. Like, it was really hard to share how I actually felt, or how I'm not proud of my success yet. So, your love and support means a lot. Thanks. Are you on a health journey too? Or do you struggle with this same thing? Can't emphasize enough ending with a question, keeping it short, ending it with a question, and copying and pasting the same exact thing, just personalizing that first sentence. And then, here's like a hey girl. These are a couple things that Josh gave us. for hey girl messages, but also inviting them. Has been thinking about you today since we recently connected. So this might be something that now that you connected with, but it's been a week maybe that you just recently connected with them, but it's been a week and maybe you have a free group coming up. So you can easily say like, hey girl, I've been thinking about you because we just connected, or hey, I was thinking about you today. I have this challenge coming up and I'm looking for a few ladies or a few peeps that might want to join me. Is this anything you'd be interested in doing? Are you interested in restarting, or are you on a fitness journey? Would you be interested in something like that? And, just remembering that the conversations that we have to have those disclaimers. Like, I don't know if this is something you'd be interested in, but I'm doing this challenge, this fitness thing that starts next week. Is this anything you'd be interested in? So again, it's casual, it's disclaiming, it's connecting with them. You're obviously thinking about them because you recently connected with them, and then it's leaving it with that question at the end. And then we also have a great follow-up document that's in our team page too, which would be great for something like this. So there's a lot of times where you're going to get the crickets after you send something like this, and you like won't hear back from them, and you'll be like, oh my God, what did I do? Oh, they never want to talk to me again. Oh my God. And you're going to go into this like self judgment, and it has nothing to do with you. They literally probably read it while they were getting in their car, and then they forgot to respond to you, or they never saw it because they're not on Facebook every day like we are doing a business, or we talk ourselves into these crazy worlds that don't exist. So there is, great follow-up system, and I encourage you to do that every 2 to 3 weeks or 2 to 3 months, depending on what the question is that you're trying to accomplish. I actually follow up with most people every 3 to 4 weeks for anybody that has already told me they're interested. So maybe that person, you say, would you be interested in something like that? And then they say yes. And then you say, great. I'd love to, I'll send you the invite, just click going and I'll send you more information or whatever. Say you take that next step, and then it's crickets. And you're like, what the heck? You said you were interested, where'd you go? And I have literally gotten crickets for 6 follow-ups. But I will continue to follow up with that person until they say, no, stop, go away, because they told me yes. They are the ones that told me yes. So they're ignoring me for reasons that I don't know. I don't know if they have a family emergency. I don't know if they're dealing with some insecurity. I don't know if they're hitting a bottom that they are afraid to even talk to anybody about. I don't know if they are busy with work. I don't know if they they might be sick or going through some serious health issues. I can't make up the story, and I can't make it about me when I have no idea what's going on. So I'm going to continue to message them. And the statistic is, it is 7 to 14 follow-ups before the person goes ahead with it. So feel totally confident and comfortable that it's part of the business for us to follow up. It is the people that follow up that are the ones that are successful. All of the people that I'm connecting, not all, I would say 80% of the people that I am bringing into challenge groups today are people that I've been talking to for over a year. People that have said yes over a year. I still have people that said yes, my first year of the business, that still haven't committed. And I have to remember that it's on their time, not my time, and I'll be here when they're ready. So just know that you're going to get crickets and you don't know why. And continue to follow up, and we have systems for that. The coaching opportunity invitation. How are you? Not sure if you've seen what I've been up to lately. So, here's sort of I guess would be considered almost like a cold invite. So if you're at the point where you've gone through your warm market, you've had your conversations, you've invited everybody that you can think of, So Kristen, for somebody that's newer on this call, something you're going to do early in training, like day 1 or day 2, is you're going to make a list of 100 or 200 people that just come to your mind for something like this. And so you're just going to be able to start asking them. But not sure if you've seen what I've been up to lately, or you probably have no idea. I just started. I'm so excited. But I've been getting lots of questions about what I do as a fitness coach. Now, this is coming from Josh Coates. He's the professional, so I'm going to take it from him that this works. I have never done this. I'm not sure how I feel about it, but this is his approach, and he knows what he's doing. How are you? Not sure if you've seen my post or seen what I've been up to lately, but I'm getting a lot of questions about what I do as a fitness coach. Whether you're getting questions about what you're doing as a fitness coach or not, they have no idea. So that's the part that I'm like, meh. But it's that's Josh for you. It's part of the business, to like create the excitement, especially in the beginning when you're not really sure what to do. You know what I mean? So like, if 3 people ask you about coaching, a lot of people are asking me about what I do as a fitness coach. That is not lying, okay? I decided to do a little webinar to explain how it works. Would you be interested in coming? And so that's how you could invite to, like, once a month, we'll do a coaching opportunity webinar. That is this Thursday. Most likely Megan's going to be giving that from Team Phoenix because she happened to move hers back a week to the night that Balance Bound is doing it. So doesn't make sense for us to necessarily do it on the same night unless we each have 10 people that we're bringing to it. And of course we want them to hear from us anytime we can, because there's a closer connection to our family than it is to Megan, who's this strange coach, right? So that's why it's great that our team is growing, because we want to be able to invite them to our family and to our coach webinar as soon as we can, but yeah, and so basically it's putting a disclaimer like, hey, and I don't know if this is anything you'd be interested in, but I'm super excited about it and I think you might be great at it. Like, and the more you're in it, the more you're able to say, I love that I can work from home. Like, Taylor, I wouldn't be working a full-time job right now, but I've got something that I'm super passionate about that I get to do from home with Zane, you know what I mean? I get to be building an empire while I would just be being a stay-at-home mom. I have a purpose in my life today. I am passionate about what I'm doing. It lights me up to connect with people. It lights me up to connect with entrepreneurs and women that are creating their own businesses. I'm in the healthiest shape of my life. I'm learning so much about myself. I'm growing as a leader. I have a deep desire to give back and serve others. And, there's probably people in your life that are similar to who you are. So I'm sure just having this conversation, there's people that come to your mind. So again, we've gone on well too long. I like to try and keep it 35, 45 minutes. But just want to share with you guys the social media and just how to make sure that you're responding. And so we talked about, responding to all those people that like the post. Really quick, make sure that when people are commenting, in order to keep the most affinity, a trinity, I don't know the right word, it's probably neither of those, but for it to be seen by more people, it's going to be more comments. So that's why anytime you can leave with a question or, once a week should be like a, what is that called? Where you ask a question, a simple question, engagement post. Like maybe it's, I have a hot date tonight. Here's my 2 options of outfits, A or B. And you're going to get a lot of people that want to tell you what outfit looks cuter. That's a good example. Or I'm trying to think of another example. Anytime you ask like hey runners, like that was a question I had. Hey runners, I need help. Do you like these shoes? Or, only because I knew I had a bunch of runners on my Facebook page. But anytime you can ask a question like, A, B, C, or D, and they can answer quickly, an engagement post, try to do 1 or 2 of those a week, because that'll get more eyes on your other posts as well. But anytime you comment, make sure that you like everybody's comment and make sure that you're commenting to them if it makes sense, or I'll PM you. If you tag their name, that'll help as well. So anytime you can do that, that's going to get more eyeballs on it. Do you guys have questions before we head off, and tips for any of these things that we've talked about that have worked for you, good posts that have worked for you?
I think honestly, real quick, is like just talking about engagement and stuff. And one of the biggest engagement posts I've done this year was over asking if people made their bed. Like I walked in to go make my bed one morning and I was like, because that's just part of my routine usually, and it throws off my day when I don't do it. So I think when you can engage people around your lifestyle, one, like Kris said, they have a lifestyle too, and probably similar to yours because they're following you or you guys are friends. So it's relatable. And it also creates a lot of good discussion that has nothing to do with Beachbody, but it's getting you in their feed. And like you said, it's like the infinity or whatever they call that, but it is every time someone comments. And then when you respond, it adds another comment to it and it bumps you back up to the top of the news feed. Because the other day, people started posting on, I think Jacqueline and something else that we were in had somebody talked about, maybe it was Andrea Steffens that talked about it, but just the weight loss one, or kind of like if you could have more energy or pick one of these items, right? We've all done a post like that the last couple of weeks, and that post got so much engagement, but then it died off. And then this weekend, somebody got back on mine and started commenting again, and it started over, and it was just because people were liking it. So like you have said, it's what works.
Yeah, no, that's a really good point. And it's interesting because if somebody comments on something, even though it's a week-old post, it pops back up and I see new people liking it, which is incredible. Yeah, so great. Thanks, Taylor. That was helpful. And we have our Balance Bound team page. We can certainly share their posts that are working and asking questions in there. I will share the little image that I created of a posting guide just to kind of help you guys if you're ever like, I don't know what to post today. Here's some examples. And they don't have to be on that specific day. They can be posted anytime, any day of the week. Okay? All right. Well, you guys, we'll end the call there, and I'll place the recordings in our team page. Have a great night.